Hello and welcome to my review for Pokemon Journeys episode 69. Nice. I want to watch their first errand. This isn't really the most exciting episode in terms of content, but that doesn't mean I disliked it. It's quite the opposite in fact. The kids are at the Pokemon Center picking up supplements for the lab. Grookey and Eevee cause havoc with Chansey, and when Kaharu accuses Grookey of starting trouble, Go and Kaharu get in a little argument about how their Pokemon act. Ash suggests they get the two Pokemon to complete the errand themselves. So yeah, this episode is pretty much just a focus on Eevee and Grookey, which I really like, more so for Grookey since he hasn't really had one at all. And this is just sort of the kids following the Pokemon around and making sure they get help when they need it. So that's essentially the outline for this episode on this side. Not really much point in going through it beat by beat. So I found it really cute how Go and Kaharu support their Pokemon and they're worried and sending them off for the first time on their own. Plus they want to show off to each other the talents of their Pokemon. It's really nice to get some little character moments to Go and Kaharu like that to show off how they're friends, as well as their Pokemon. Ash plays a really cool role in this too, suggesting they get the Pokemon to do this to them, using his own Pokemon to help them when there's trouble, like Surfetch and most excitingly Gengar when Grookey causes trouble. It's an all-around heartwarming episode that I really enjoyed. No high stakes, but you still want to see Eevee and Grookey succeed in the mission. Seeing Grookey make its way back to the lab after having a rough experience and seeing it tearing up and crying when it's near Go again. Like, in particular, that's just a scene that really showed off how strong their bond was, and that really pulled at my heart. I thought it was one of the cutest scenes of the episode, really. But that also isn't the only story in this episode. Team Rocket have their own, and well, this is kicked off by the Gotcha Machine. And honestly, this is really inoffensive usage of it, really. I find it really interesting how this will essentially be set up for the next episode, as Team Rocket's story doesn't really intersect with the kids at all. This is in Appleton, so that's nice to see one of those for the first time in the anime, and Vanillite out of the Gotcha. They get a craving for apple pie and ice cream while Morpeko is asleep and is eating their snacks. Pelipper gets sent to run the errand after everyone passes it off to the next member of Team Rocket, and much like Kaharu and Go are their Pokemon, they get concerned about Pelipper running this errand on its own, and do things to nudge it along to fulfill the task. And well, of course, this whole story really ends up with Morpeko eating the food for them anyway. Much like with the gang, it's lovely to see them nudging Pelipper along. Meowth giving it direction in disguise, for example, and their concern over it. It really helps give the feeling that Pelipper is part of the team, which has kind of been something that's lacking. The crossover with the kids comes from Pelipper almost running into the kids' Pokemon, and Grookey getting stuck in its mouth to get some ice cream. I'm glad it didn't descend into battling, really. It was just fine as it was. And overall, I found this to be a really adorable episode about a bunch of people caring about their Pokemon as they go about their Pokemon antics. Is there a lot to say? Not really, but I feel like anyone can watch this episode and enjoy it.